All right, here goes.
Go ahead.
Hi, and welcome to episode 75 of the Codependent Knitters. Surprise, surprise, we're actually together. Yay! This is my friend Dawn.
This is my friend Lisa.
And together we're the Codependent Knitters.
And we are together in Musoka. We had to postpone our little summer getaway until September. And so we've actually had the most beautiful weather here. Yeah, it's just been amazing. We're at a lovely cottage and having a great time.
Yeah,
almost.
It's been amazing.
So Lisa and Adrian have been paddleboarding, and we've been swimming, and we went into town. We're near the town of Bala, so we went in there and we went to the famous Don's Bakery.
Yum.
And Cacao Boys, amazing
Chocolate. Yeah.
like gourmet, like just amazing chocolate, which we've eaten a lot of.
Yes, yes, definitely.
And popped into a few other little shops. Yeah.
It was good.
It was
most
good.
of the day has just been spent knitting,
relaxing,
yeah,
hanging out on the dock.
So yeah,
It's beautiful. It's another beautiful day. We had a little mishap. Dawn thought she should try paddleboarding. Not a good idea. I didn't even get onto the paddleboard. I was attempting to get onto the paddleboard beside the dock, and I did the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders jump splits, and felt a very sharp pull. I felt the elastic stretch and not stretch back pull in my hamstring. So from my butt to below my knee, pain. So we iced it, and between the two of us, we had a variety of analgesics, and it's a lot better. It's just sore. So sitting on something, putting pressure on it actually is the worst. So like right now, this hard chair is a little tender, but
from my perspective, it was extremely graceful.
It was slow-mo. I remember thinking, I'm not going to recover. Like they were spreading further apart. And I'm like, I'm not going to get back. And then sploosh. And I didn't even feel the cold of the lake water.
It actually, I did tell Dawn this later when she was feeling better, but it reminded me of the Great Outdoors when they're trying to teach the young guy to what's it called? Like water ski. And they're saying, if you get into trouble, let go of the rope. Just let go of the rope. So Dawn was holding onto the side and her foot was holding onto the paddleboard, and they just kept going, and I'm thinking one of them, just let go of one of them.
I should have let the foot off the step and just fallen in, but so I definitely will never paddleboard again. And I did go back in. I went swimming yesterday. The water was lovely, like cool but lovely. And yeah, we've been having a really good time.
What else did we do? Oh, we started the week off with Veta. That was nice.
Yes. So on Friday we went to Veta Nordic Spa, which is not in a town. It's in
Collingwood.
Yeah,
area.
it's in the Collingwood area, county of Oro-Medonte, I think.
No,
it said it was.
Yeah.
No,
you're right. I don't know.
Like in that
I don't know what
area?
county it's in, but I know that it's in
There's some
in
beautiful
the area where the ski hills are. And
resorts and golf courses nearby that have packages, and it's a Nordic spa, so it's not.
You don't get facials. You don't get your nails done. You don't get any of that. It's
they do have massage.
Yeah, you do. You can book a massage.
It's temperature, like heat and cold therapy.
So you go. The way they normally suggest it is you go into a hot spa, like a sauna, and they have a lot of wood burning ones there, and there's people that come in and fill it, so you don't have to touch anything. So you go into the hot, and then you go into the cold, and then you go into the body temperature or cool-ish. So yeah, it was kind of fun.
Yeah, there's steam rooms and multiple saunas, and the ice plunge pool is like between 6 and 12 degrees, I think 6. It was 6.
12,
There's no way it was 12. It was so cold. But I did, Lisa and I did get under, like dunk my shoulders under. And
I went in a couple times. I like the cold.
But you like doing that.
I like doing that one.
It was cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a really nice about a 4-hour stay there. Had a lovely lunch in the bistro. So it's a really Really nice place to visit if you're ever up in that area.
No phones, no electronics
Nope.
whatsoever, which was kind of nice. So yeah.
And they have like wood fire pits here and there, and hammocks and rocker chairs.
What about those lounges chairs they had in the back where you could lounge? And it's kind of
right back.
Yeah, it was nice.
Day.
It was really nice. So
so here we are, just wrapping up our stay in this lovely, beautiful Musoka region. Yeah. Amazing.
I have to
keep looking this way because there's a great big picture window.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice and calm. Yeah. We have a giveaway. We do. So the last episode when Marianne joined me, we said,
thanks, Marianne.
we said, leave a comment and tell us how you beat the heat. So out of 23 comments, we selected a random winner who was Sue Foster 8827. And go ahead and read her comment.
Great podcast. To beat the heat, I hide in the house surrounded by fans. If that doesn't work, the ocean is at about a 15-minute drive away. Nice. Lucky.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I could go to Lake Huron to beat the heat when I'm at home, but
that's a cold one.
It's really cold. Yeah,
I love it, but it's a cold one.
And I don't like to. I'm not a sit on the beach and not go in the water person. I need to go in the water.
See, it's the same with me. There's a beach 5 minutes down the road. It's like a 20-minute walk.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I love the water. But okay. So thanks everyone for commenting, and Sue, you can choose any of Natalie Sheldon's patterns. Message me on Ravelry or message either of us and let us know what pattern you like, and I believe we can gift that to you. If not, I can give you a code that you can use. And for a new giveaway, Natalie has been very generous, and she's just released 2 new patterns: the wheat socks, which are amazing,
and the Halloween gang, which is if you look at it closely, at first I didn't quite get it, and then it hit me like a ton of bricks. It's the Peanuts gang. Their designs on their shirts and stuff, so it's really cute.
Yeah. So her inspiration was something about like the Great Pumpkin. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. And so there's stripes, colorwork stripes for the different characters. So she explains all that in her pattern, and they're really adorable. And if you want the exact colors, you can get the set of mini skeins.
Oh, nice.
From Legacy Fibre Arts.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. To win either of those patterns, your choice, please comment below using the word fall. Tell us, what's your favorite fall? What do you love about fall? Do you love fall?
You don't have to tell us you fell off a paddleboard.
Yeah, that's a fall. Hopefully it's a nicer fall than my fall. And do you love pumpkin spice in the fall? I do. I don't have to wait for the fall. I would love that any time of year.
Yeah, I'm not a pumpkin spice girl.
Some people are pumpkin spice, some people are salted caramel, some people are just...
I'm sweater-wetta.
Pumpkin spice is great in the winter as well. Yeah. Okay. This will be a bit of a shorter episode because we only brought so much to our little getaway. We call it Knitcamp. It's not like a formal camp. It's just a couple of friends.
We get together. Now we are missing one person that's kind of left a hole at the table.
one of our usual knit campers is away on vacation, but this was the weekend that worked. So, and Adrian is here with us, but she had to work today. So yeah. Okay.
What are we starting with? Whoops. Okay.
FOs. These are FOs. I want to show these. We don't have sock blockers, so hopefully this translates well. These are, if I tilt it, you can kind of see the pattern.
You know what to do is if you wanted to, you could insert a...
Yeah, I can insert a photo. These are the Big Smoke Socks by Nancy Wheeler. There we go. It has a really easily memorable repeat. And the yarn is by Indigo Dragonfly. There you go. You can see it there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
The yarn is by Indigo Dragonfly, and it is called Hippocratic Oaf. I actually, there's no nylon in this. I bought this at Knit City. It was one of the colors she had there, and I really loved it. And just bought it knowing I wanted to make these socks, and then realized later it didn't have nylon, but I don't think that's going to be a big issue. What I did different on the heel of this sock, because of there's purl bumps in the pattern.
Oh, nice.
I did my sock flap, I did pearls. So
it's a reverse stocking stitch.
yeah.
Nice.
What does it look like on the inside?
Stocking stitch.
It must be just garter. Oh, I did do the slip knit,
Yeah.
but then
You did the slip knit
I
inside.
knit all the way back,
Okay.
I believe. So regardless, I didn't write down what I did.
She made
It has a cute little back seam.
Oh, that's cute.
Sorry for the lighting. We there's a beautiful screened-in porch here with lovely natural light, but there's a neighbor who's chainsawing everything on his property, it seems. So he's been chainsawing all morning. So we are in the little dining room here.
I mean, I'm grateful he didn't do it on the weekend, but
Yeah. So that's my first FO.
So my first FO is my Aldous, and it is it's by Isabell Kraemer, and it's gray. Surprise! Don't everybody get shocked. So this here, it's made with Gilpin Lalland, and it's in the color Broch. I made the size large. It has a I love this construction for the shoulders. I don't know if you're gonna see it, but oh yeah, there it is. So that's the shoulder, and then it goes into the sleeves. So the only thing is, when I wear it, I think I should have gone
here to here.
Yeah, I think I should have made that part a little bit shorter, just because sometimes I thought the shoulder would come to here, and it just kind of makes it wider back here, but I'm not changing it. And I will tell you, this yarn is incredible. It is so soft. It's like a sweatshirt already. Like it's just,
what's the fiber content?
100% wool.
And it's lamb's wool.
Yeah, it's lamb's
And I'm
wool.
telling you, you would think this was cashmere, or
Like,
it
it's
had
so
like a good
soft,
cashmere
and it's-
content.
yeah.
I love this detail, Lisa,
Yeah,
around.
that's got the Latvian braid. And the other thing I love is they put the Latvian braid around the bottom,
around the hem.
along the hem. But they did, when you did a split hem, the split hem is a little bit different. It's got it's like a little more style to it. You picked up a couple extra stitches this side of instead of just the open split hem, right? So it just kind of gives a little bit of extra. I don't know if you...
It just overlaps. It looks more finished.
Yeah, it looks more finished like that. So yeah,
Can
so I'm
we,
really
I
happy.
wonder if we can kind of hold it up and show if we hold it back.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So there you can see.
So there's the seam, and there's the split seam. So it's just kind of nice. This is the back being a little bit longer.
And what did you do down the side?
Oh, and I did a faux seam. I did 2 stitches because I didn't like the way the one stitch just kind of, you don't really see it. So I did that, and I also did that down the arms. So it's just kind of
purl 2 stitches.
yeah.
in the
I just
middle.
purled 2 stitches, and if you follow that up, it goes right up the arm. Right here. So yeah, it goes right up the arm. So just kind of
Shadow.
Yeah, so I mean, when the pattern calls for 1, but I didn't like the one. It just kind of met anyways. So I just
I like that.
it's been blocked.
That is
And
lovely.
it's super soft, and I think it's one of those ones that I'm gonna wear a lot because you can just throw it on, and it's not very heavy, but it's
not.
It's toasty warm.
It's that fluffy
and
lamb's
it's
wool.
comfortable.
Yeah, that is a beautiful
yeah.
yarn.
Yeah.
I bought some of that yarn after feeling hers for the Riptide fingerless mitts.
Oh yeah,
by
that's right.
Jennifer Shields Tolan. So I've started them, but then it was the heat of summer and I didn't really feel like I needed mitts.
I have another sweater quantity in a dark, like almost black. So I think I'll probably make another sweater.
And you got it from?
I got this from the Knitting Loft, the black I got when I was in Scotland, and the color's called Broch. The only thing with this yarn is it comes like it's 2 strands plied together, and sometimes you have to make sure you get that second. Right?
Your needle might split them.
Yeah, your needle, and I usually get frustrated with that, but I was fine with it, so it didn't happen that much, and the yarn was so nice to work with.
And you said that yarn comes in 2 different weights at the Knitting Loft.
I don't know. I know that it comes in 2 different weights, meaning that I saw the other weight in Scotland.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if Knitting Loft has it. I can do a quick check while you talk about
the
your
people
next
can
one.
check.
Yeah.
No, I was just going to say that there is a really good range of colors. So
very good range of colors, and the definition what you get when you do color work is incredible. It's beautiful. So yeah,
lovely.
so that's that.
All right. I have more socks. Actually, all my FOs today are socks.
You crazy girl.
Well, it's been a while. I've been stockpiling. So
You've been stockpiling.
Ah! You're so punny. Thanks. I don't think that was a pun, but that was cute. Okay. This was actually a sock tube that I cranked on my 60 needle cylinder.
Oh, okay, nice.
And this is old yarn that's now discontinued. It is the Rowan Fine Art.
Oh, okay. That was a nice yarn though.
Really nice. And the fiber content, it's not the typical merino nylon. The fiber content, 45% wool, 20% goat mohair, 10% silk, and 25% synthetic. The color was 305 Kingfisher. And I know I bought this probably 8 years ago. But I love it cranked up on this cylinder. Like on more needles, it might not do more of a swirl, but it just cranked up beautifully. So it's got lovely blue, a bit of a green, and I did an afterthought heel and toe. And I knit up the cuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So those are finished. Do you have another? Do you want me to go do another one?
I do have another one.
Okay.
It's kind of an FO. I haven't finished putting in my things are blocking it because it's such a small thing. I don't want to waste the water, right? Because I use all gray. So what I did was I had a sweater that I never ever wore, but I really loved the yarn. So I ripped the sweater apart and I made a tube scarf, which has just got ribbing at the one end. And all I did was just basically cast on enough stitches so it went all the way around the little needle. And then I did that. I did a ribbing. And then it's just a tube, just a nice big fluffy tube. So it's got to be blocked, the stitches. I know that it will block okay, but I didn't bother wetting the skeins and everything.
Oh,
beforehand.
so the yarn was curly?
Yeah, so the yarn was curly, but it's so, like, the yarn is so nice. And the sweater style wasn't me. It just didn't.
What is the yarn?
The yarn is Purl Soho Linen Quill and the fingering weight. So yeah, nice. I love it though. Like,
so is it done? The length?
Yeah,
because
it
you
is
finished.
done. I have ribbing on both ends. I just have ends to weave in, and I have to do.
So it's got. Is it linen and wool?
It is. I don't have the thing anymore. Yeah. I don't remember.
They're still making this yarn.
Oh, they are still making the yarn. They still have tons of patterns for it.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
You can see it's got a very nice marled look.
So yeah, it's just really, I wanted something to use the yarn for something because it's just really pretty yarn. So yeah, that's
nice.
And you know me, come winter, I may not wear a winter jacket, but I got a scarf on. So yeah.
I have another pair of socks, and I'm going to tell you, they were so much fun, and they match my little bag. This is a bag from...
Oh, I know what you're doing, yeah.
It was a kind of a gift from a friend, and it's by Two Sticks and You, and that bag maker passed away, sadly. So it's an extra special bag because she's not around to make bags anymore. And it matched perfectly with the yarns for this project. So I knit.
Do you have two or just one?
I have two. One has ends not totally tucked in. These are the Over Easy socks by Holly Yeoh. And they are all caps fun.
Nice.
So this sock is knit. You knit down the top of the foot only. And then when you do the toe, you go up and over. So it's like kind of like a shadow wrap toe, right?
Okay.
So you go up and over, and then you continue on. So whatever yarns you choose, that's up to you where you want to put them. A lot of people were doing the stripes on top.
Cute.
So these yarns this is a one of a kind by Leo and Roxy.
Okay.
And you can see it's got that blue in it. It's very pinky purple, but there are blues.
They're flexible, yeah.
And I had this self-striping from Timber Yarns. It's called Ellie.
I was wondering if that was Ellie.
It just goes perfectly. Like
talk
these
about
two.
This heel.
Yeah. The heel, it's a bifurcated short row heel. So instead of the one short row section and then you go back, which would look a lot like a toe, you go halfway back and you do an extra little bit. So it looks a little wonky because it almost looks like a square. But
Oh,
I don't have a sock blocker here. This comes right around your heel and just totally cups your heel. And
so
it
basically like that.
yeah, it fits beautifully.
I could try them on, but I can't get my foot that high.
You can try them on after on the couch. And it's so quick. I won't give away all the pattern details. It is a purchase pattern, but super fun. And so because I was going from the speckled into the self striping and I wanted the toe to be solid without stripes in it. So I got a mini skein of Aruba, which is one of the colors in the self striping. So I got the mini skein from Timber Yarns and I did the whole toe and then I went into the striping. And on the other sock, I just did the stripes in the opposite order.
I do that all the time on my socks.
Yeah. So I thought, oh, that'll be fun. So these are so fun. Like you could make...
The color combinations are endless.
Yeah. And you don't even have to, if you don't want to, you could just do one color or do two solids, whatever you want. There are lots of pattern and project ideas, right? That people have knit. So these are super fun. So that's that.
I don't have any more info, so go to town for
Sock. Those were all my finish.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have lots of whips. You want to talk about a whip?
I only have a couple whips.
Okay.
I have so I'll talk about this one. I went deep, like really deep stash diving. This yarn I actually purchased on Dawn's first trip to the Japanese Cultural Center.
Our excellent adventure.
Yeah, our excellent venture way back when. And it is by Americo, which has since got out of business.
Yeah, we actually went to the Americo store.
Yeah, we went to the Americo store on Queen. And this is one strand of the linen and one strand of the merino. And it's again, scarf girl over here. So beautiful. It feels unreal. Like it's really so nice. But I want to talk about this little guy right here. I have started using a lifeline on this scarf because every so often I miss one and I have to go back. So what I do is I make strands, right? So I basically knit to here and then I inspect it really closely and then I rip it out and move it up to the next line. But this has saved me because I restarted this thing. I don't know how many times because I was getting so frustrated with it. But I wanted to because it feels so nice, right? So yeah, it's just a piece of cotton in fingering weight and yeah. So the two strands are actually lace weight, I believe, because they're pretty tiny.
They are very tiny.
Yeah, so they're two lace weights, and I think that makes a fingering, or does it make?
I think so.
Or something?
Like yeah, when you look at them together, and when you look at your gauge.
Yeah. So it's
what are you using for a needle here?
I think it's like a 4.
Really?
I don't know. I could be wrong. 3.75.
Right there. Can you see it?
No, because you're hogging it way over there.
We need our glasses. Oh, I just saw the writing.
That's right.
I'd say it's a 3.75 to 4.
I was right there, 3.5.
3.5.
So it's a 3.5. So I didn't do anything special. I just slipped the first stitch on every round. It's for the edge. It'll probably block out okay, but I don't really mind it rolling because it's gonna go around my neck. And it just, yeah, I'm so happy with it.
Do you know how many stitches you did?
To fill the needle. I was really technical on this.
I mean, it's a good probably...
I think there's like 120.
16, 18 inches. Yeah.
So,
nice.
Yeah.
It's hard to see the black on the screen, but it's just
it is.
But it really feels nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel crunchy with the linen, even though it's half linen.
I'm tempted to figure out where I can find something similar to make a sweater out of it. Can you imagine how great that would feel as a sweater?
Really nice.
Like it's good. It has a little weight to it.
It does.
So,
yeah. But at a loose gauge.
Yeah.
You just wear a tank top under it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be nice. That'd be a nice,
I don't want to look at the gauge too much in case I see a mistake. Yeah.
You could do it even at a slightly looser gauge and do a summer t-shirt or something, right? Because it's
but it's so really nice. So yeah, that was like way back. I felt like I should be using the Wayback Machine from the internet, but no, it was
yeah, Americo was just sort of down the street a few blocks from Romney. Yeah. And Romney has announced they're going to be closing their Queen Street great big giant warehouse location and just operating out of their second location.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, but they do a lot of online business.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, if you're ever looking as like for any kind of commercial sock yarn, I mean, they might even have the Rowan Fine Art still in stock because they have just about everything.
I remember, do you remember going downstairs to the basement?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the basement because you can't hear anything and there's too much wool and it's too crowded. But I remember Dawn was down there and I had to go make sure she was still okay.
Well, there was a lot to look at.
There's a lot to look there.
I'm going to grab something to talk about.
Running away on me. So we're doing whips. Do you want to wait for that in a bit?
Sure.
Okay. So what do you got whip?
What else do I have
Show
for
me a
whips?
whip.
I have more socks. Okay. These are beautiful. So Dana Ray Makes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Put out a pattern a little while ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's called A Twist on Stripy Socks.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty.
You don't have to do it in striped yarn, but
I
let
like
me
the
tell you,
striped yarn.
it looks really good. It's got this
Oh, nice.
pattern down the side.
And it's a holey pattern, like a lace
A
pattern.
little bit of a lacy pattern.
Nice. That's pretty.
Yeah. And I saw this yarn she mentioned, and
pretty nice.
it's by Tiny Human Knits, and it's called Carols in the Snow. So when I ordered it, of course, it wasn't Christmas season, and she was out of stock in her Etsy shop, but I messaged her and asked if she would be dyeing it anytime soon, and she said she could. And I said, well, I definitely like some, and I ordered another, I forget the name of it, another one of her Christmas colors.
Oh, nice.
But aren't these colors gorgeous?
They're really pretty. Not too Christmassy, because then you can wear them.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Kind of I think they're gardeny.
Mm-hmm.
And this was my very first shadow wrap heel,
Okay.
and I really like it. So you can see no holes or anything. What's neat about it is you knit it in line with your sock. So if you haven't tried it or heard of it, you go up one side and down.
Okay.
So you could use a contrast color, which I did.
Okay.
And you can continue in the color. So if it was striping, you would continue with the stripes.
Okay.
So it doesn't interrupt, and it doesn't,
disrupt.
your stripes would get wider over the heel, but then they'd resume.
Okay.
No grafting. So if you change colors, obviously you have some ends to weave in. Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah. So I am halfway through not quite at the heel for my second sock. Oh, didn't you love looking at that? Here, I think I'm right where I wanted to start my heel. Oh, I actually did start it.
Okay, there you go.
So
nice.
yes, those are a lot of fun. And she has a number of sock patterns, and they're very nice.
Oh, nice.
Do you have another whip?
I do have another whip. I just, you know what? Give me 1 second. I want to touch it. I don't know exactly what the yarn this is. I just know that it's a little bit of heaven. 3-ply sock that's 400 grams, Romney wool from Harry, Alphonse, and 30% mohair.
It feels incredible.
Like it is just, I purchased it and I just cannot believe how incredibly gorgeous it
Here's
is.
the skein.
And it's a
gray,
natural color.
a natural.
So it's got a little brown in it. But it just, my gosh, it feels phenomenal. I'm at the point of the sweater where I'm like, wow, this is really huge, because I'm getting ready to divide. I should divide for sleeves. You know how it's just like, wow. So there it is. It's the Amelie sweater by it's actually supposed to be a tee, but I just wanted something with an open neck. So this is the Amelie Tee by PetiteKnit, and it's Twin Oaks Fibre. Amelie. Yeah.
We'll put it in our notes.
And it's Twin Oaks Fibre, and it is just to die for. It is so nice. I did do the large.
Really nice.
Yeah. But no, it's just
That's a really pretty color.
Yeah,
it's not, the mohair's spun in, right? With the wool. So
and even like
it's not crazy halo like when you hold a strand of mohair.
Like, and it's pretty strong. Like it feels so incredibly nice.
Well, I think it's a sock
yarn. It is
yarn.
a sock yarn, but I just thought, it's
I have a skein of this because I bought it first.
Yeah,
and then I bought one.
The same though.
I don't know, because It might be. I thought it was. Okay. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
All right.
These feel like this skein feels like there's a lot of yardage, but
yeah. Well, there's 400 yards.
Okay.
However, I don't think she has anything left.
Yeah.
She doesn't have anything left. And,
right.
I mean, this is basically Harry and Alphonse. So yeah.
She will be at Woolstock.
I think she was at Kitchener, wasn't she?
She was, but she's always at Woolstock as well. So if you're looking for it, you could look for her sock yarn that's got the 30% mohair.
Yep.
Really beautiful.
May not be Harry and Alphonse, but
I think mine, because mine was from the same batch, I think. I have another whip. It's a sock. Hopefully you can see it.
You're on a roll for socks,
Well, but it's been a while since we podcasted, and I had some that were
it's good.
It's
good
like
though.
whips that were whips before that I finished. Though. So this is the business casual sock.
I like that sock pattern. Goes all the way around, doesn't it?
Yep. To the heel.
Nice.
The color's looking a little blown out in the...
Right there. That looks good.
It looks like gray, but it's a really beautiful blue. Yeah. The yarn is Firefly Haven Fibre. And this is dyed. It's my favorite pair of jeans. This is dyed by Pam at the Little Red Mitten. She works there.
Oh, nice.
And she had a pop-up shop in the summer, and I went and bought this. And I actually was going to knit. She has a couple of sock patterns that she's put out.
Good.
And I was going to knit one of them, but the pattern was lost in this color. It's too much variegation. Yeah. So I wanted to do her pattern justice. And
that one looks really good.
Yeah. Business Casual by Tanis Lavallee. Tanis Fibre Arts, I think she is. I love it. So I've just did a heel flap. I actually did a twisted. Yeah, the twisted rib.
Nice.
Or a twisted instead of just slipping the stitch. Anyway, just to give it a little more pop because the texture pops, right?
No, I understand what you're saying. It's a good idea.
That was a lot of fun.
Good call.
So those are fun and those are underway.
'Tis the season for me.
Do you have anything more?
She laughs at his hat. So I am, 'tis the season is going to be that time of year where I like to make gnomes. And yeah, that's the right one. Okay. So I'm making a gnome. I got a gnome. And I've made them before with this yarn. I still have like a bunch of it. It is Croy, Patton's Croy. This is Gentry Gray. This is red. And I use a cream and I use the marl. And I'm basically making a couple of gnomes that match. So the one thing that I'm making him a little bit taller than the pattern calls for. We're gonna make him a big fella. But I love these hats. Like they're so cute. So
which of the patterns is this?
This is Never Not Gnoming. The hat is it's got a longer I cord than it suggests, and I did change the rate of increase there. So but this one's going to be like basically this is the increases here, and I'll make them a bit longer and big fatter and then decrease. So the one thing that I did, I wanted them to stand up straight because some of the ones I made in the worsted don't stand up very well. You kind of have to fiddle with them. I bought these little pellets. They're little plastic pellets. And then I thought to myself, what do I do with them? And I didn't want to make muslin bags, so I actually just bought organza bags. They're like a lot of people sell them. You can get them on Amazon or whatnot. So I put them in there, tie it up really tight, and then I put them at the bottom so he's got a little butt to sit on. So yeah,
and a little bit of weight.
And it's got a little bit of weight. Somebody suggested trying buckwheat in them. I might try that because I'm not too keen on plastic, but I mean, this works perfectly. So because I purchased it, I'm going to use it and finish it up. But yeah, they sit better with the weight and with because this you can manipulate better than the polyfill. So yeah.
So you'll put polyfill in.
I'll put polyfill in
and then that
right at the bottom. And then right at the bottom. So he's kind of cute.
What's also good about the bag is that you wouldn't have anything, depending on your gauge. Yeah. You're not going to have a pellet slipping through.
Yeah. And that's the one thing I find with her patterns. She actually, the gauge is what she's asking for is pretty tight.
Oh, we didn't say whose pattern.
I'm sorry. It's
If you
Never
didn't
Not
know.
Gnoming by Sarah.
Shira.
Shira. We're not sure how that. Yeah, Shira.
Shira.
Yeah. So, yeah.
This was, I believe,
This
her
was
first
one,
or one of the very
one
first
of the very
patterns.
first ones. And she actually has a book coming out that I've already pre-ordered. So, yeah, we'll
The
see how
Gnomes
that goes.
of Grimblewood.
Grimblewood, yeah. So.
Oh, so speaking of Sarah, she's a Manitoban, and she was at the Manitoba Fibre Festival.
Thank you, Marianne. Thank you.
Tell the story. Tell the people.
So I saw on her reel that she was at the Fibre Festival, and I thought, oh my goodness, I want to see all the gnomes. But she was busy there, and I've seen a couple of people. So I actually texted Marianne, who you all know and all love, and I said, can you take some pictures? Go by her booth and take some pictures. So Marianne delivered.
We'll put them in here.
Yeah, we'll put them in here.
That this gnome is the first gnome I've knit from the book without the book yarn. And I forgot to read my pattern correctly, and I thought the decreases were every 6th round, like there were 5 plain and then a decrease, but it was actually decrease every 5th. So the difference in the hat is kind of a big deal.
It's a happy mistake.
And it's so cute.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then this one is the same gnome, but with like a different beard from the book, because I want people to mix and match. So I played with the beard.
Cute. Oh, they're so adorable. I love this guy with the square hats.
I know.
Very cute. Look at them. To take. And Lisa said, I gotta see all the gnomes.
So she delivered. I was in Ontario getting videos of all the gnomes. They're so cute. So, yeah.
Speaking of sock yarn, so
Oh, yeah.
there are a lot of people I know who knit worsted weight socks or want to knit worsted weight socks because DK has become really popular, but it's hard to find worsted sock yarn, like with natural and some strengthening nylon in it.
Yeah.
So I happened to be looking for something else on True North Yarn's website, and I noticed they had 2 different yarns, commercial yarns, worsted weight with nylon. So one of them was this Comfort Sock and Wool, and it's an 8-ply. So it's a German wool, and sorry.
It's okay. No, it's just you could only see half the label.
It is 75% superwash wool and 25% synthetic. So to me, it almost seems more DK, but it's an 8-ply. And the other one is Regia. So it was called Regia, it was Snow, and it's an 8-ply. And True North Yarns had 1 color left. Some of the others were sold out. So I don't know if they're getting more. I didn't think to ask, but they do carry that, and you could message them and see if they're going to be getting more.
The wool ones like that are really good for snowmobiling and hunting and whatnot and ice fishing. So yeah.
And so just if you're looking for something, look for an 8-ply sock yarn. And those brands are out there. And I think another good place to look would be Romney.
So I do have to tell you a little story. I had to go to Barrie because I live in Muskoka. Big city is Barrie. So we had to go to Barrie for an appointment. And I said to Dawn, because you'll see what she needed the yarn for later, but she needed some yarn from True North. And she says, oh, I'm going to go buy. I said, well, I'm going there on Wednesday. I'm going on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, okay. And she says, oh, I'll order it for you and you can pick it up. I'm like, sure, no problem. It's, right off the highway. You go. Great little store if you're ever heading 400 North. Staff are wonderful. It's really got really good selection. But I walk in and I'm like, hi, ladies. I'm here, I introduced myself. I'm here to pick up for Dawn. And I said, yeah, she's got like a couple of balls. And they laughed at me. And I'm like, oh. And the one said, oh, is that what she told you? And I'm thinking, oh no, how much? They come out with this grocery bag of yarn. And I'm like, it'll fit in the car. We're all good.
In my defense, not that I need to defend, to explain, I was looking for some dishcloth cotton.
Well, don't tell them about that. They'll see it later.
No. I'm looking for some dishcloth cotton in particular colors, and which they had. And then, so that's when I was poking around because I'm ordering, right? Looking at other things. And I told her, oh, there might be a few other things that jump in my cart. So I did find this, but they had King Cole Superwash worsted. It's over there. I won't go get it. But if you check their website and see if it's still available in their sales section. It's 100% superwash, and they had a lovely navy color.
It's a really nice navy.
And it was on sale, and I thought, you know what? If I don't know if I would, because I couldn't feel it, and I thought, well, if I don't like the feel of it for a sweater, I could weave a throw blanket with it. So I got 10 balls of that because they were all the same color. So so I just thought, you know what, sale, try it. And it's actually really nice.
It is. It's very nice. It was funny because she told me a couple of balls in
It's
this
a big
garbage
bag.
bag. It's like one of those big paper.
It's a grocery sack.
A grocery sack.
Yeah.
So it comes out and I'm like,
Okay.
But yeah. And it was nice to see them because I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah. Thank you for picking those up.
Yeah, no worries.
I mean, I drove literally right by. It's right off the 400, but
Yeah.
I have, okay, so the rest of my whips, I've been talking, honestly, maybe I'll never finish the berry tank and I'll always have a whip for the podcast. But my berry tank, there's still hope. This is the back. I have to measure because I might be close to being tall enough. So it was a bottom up.
Oh, right.
My first bottom up, and the challenge is that you don't know for sure fit and length. So I followed the pattern, and when I finished the back and the front and sort of pinned them together just to try it on, it cut, like, see how this top goes in? It cut like way out here.
Little side boob.
Yeah, side bra, which was a no-go. So, because who wants to wear a tank top under a tank top? That doesn't make sense. So I tore it back to the armpits, and then I thought, while I'm here, it could use a little more length. So I added a few more inches. So now when I did it, I didn't do as many repeats, and I didn't do them as often.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that will be sufficient. So it's on my way back. It's the Berry, Bari tank top by Broch Designs. I am using Kremke Reborn jeans.
Okay.
And I forget the colorway. It's like a chambray denim. It's looking a little
very
gray,
pretty.
but yeah, very pretty. So I will keep working on that. Actually, I was thinking I should knit on this today. I am still doing my crochet squares. I haven't given up on my crochet squares for the Isla crochet top.
Oh, right. Okay.
The right one.
That's what that is. Okay.
I need to make a lot of squares for my size. So I'm still working on, I've got about 30 for sure.
Really?
Yeah, there's 2 different squares. I
Good
need like
for you.
50-ish.
So you're more
Or
than halfway there.
close to. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
No. Because then I have to make the other square. I'm not more than halfway there. I'm maybe 25% there. And I'm using, it's the Isla sweater by Lakeside Loops. And I'm using Knit Picks Kotlin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Which is a really nice, very nice cotton yarn. This would be great for dishcloths. It's a DK weight. It's not quite as heavy.
Is it linen in it?
Yeah, cotton and linen. It is
70-30.
Yep.
70
30%
cotton,
linen.
30 linen.
And it just feels like a cotton.
I know, it feels really nice.
Yeah.
I think that the linen would make it a little bit stabler. But yeah.
So I'm still working on that.
Right? Well, now.
And I started in June
Oh, yeah. Okay.
or July. Little Red Mitten had a bag along.
Yeah.
Like a crochet bag make along. So they suggested a whole bunch, and I had to look through a bunch of bags, and I found one called the Scrappy. I don't have it written down here.
I have to pin this guy back if this stuffing's coming out.
It's a Scrappy sack. I don't have it. It's on my phone, which we're recording on. So I'll actually put this one on the screen as well as in the notes below. And it's a bag where there are different sizes
you
of
have
squares.
a picture of it, don't you?
No, on my phone.
Oh.
There are different sizes of squares, and then you kind of put them together like a puzzle, and you sew them together and make a bag. So I went to Little Red Mitten because they were hosting the make along and I wanted to get yarn from them. And this particular pattern, the sample shows color changing yarn. So your squares are all different colors, which I really liked. And I bought 2 different colorways that I think complement each other in Noro Silk Garden. So the first color is color 86. And you can see it's got some plum, some golds, kind of a rusty reddy color, a little bit of blue, and this almost like a patina, like a copper.
Oh, that's pretty.
Patina.
Verde. Verde. Don't they call that verde?
I don't know.
When you,
verdigris. Is that what you're
that's it.
thinking of?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other color, which I don't have the tag from, but it is, you know, more my jam, like these kind of colors. So I'm doing, you mix and match and you do so many from each color and then you put them together. So this is the biggest square in the other ball. So you can see it just changes color itself, which is fantastic. And I think that they're going to look really neat. So I'm not done yet. I'm getting there. I'm on my second large, oh no, I did finish it last night. No, I didn't. I'm on the second large square in the greens. Lisa and I have these really handy dandy little notions cases that someone is selling them, but you can get these on Amazon. I think they're just called pill boxes or travel pill case or something, travel organizer. So this is the small. And Lisa has the large, and she gave me a large one, which is awesome. Thank you.
So they open up.
They have snap compartments that are actually a good sturdy snap.
I like this one. The reason I like the big one is you have the,
It'll hold
big enough for
scissors.
scissors, right?
Yeah, because my big one, I can fit like darning needles in it, but no scissors. Well, I'd have to find some really tiny scissors.
Yeah. So,
and then there are, so I've got a tape measure in here. I've got some of the cords, needle stoppers, stitch markers. Well, it's everything you need. And there's a magnet in the middle, and these will stay closed.
yeah, so there's a magnet piece here, and there's a magnet in the middle. And it's funny because if I flip this over, they still stick to the needles. See them?
Yeah.
The pins. It's funny. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and then they close up. And
So handy dandy. And you can get them just off Amazon if you want.
I like this one because, you know, when you're shoving stuff into a duffel bag, sometimes if it's a cloth bag, you end up poking yourself. So this is great. A travel option for me personally. That's one of the reasons I like it. It's just,
Yep. This will be good. I'll do one, like put stuff in here at home with
do you have
scissors.
extra notions at home?
I might. With my scissors and stuff. And then I like that you can see everything's in a compartment. So you don't have to go digging through a pouch and poke yourself, like you said, or where's the other stitch markers? I know there's one in here. It keeps anything that's wound up in a circle, your cords, whatever, it keeps them wound together. Yeah. And if you should have, if one of these snaps should come loose, the nice thing is that when it's closed and magnet shut, stuff isn't going to fall out. Right? Oh. So I really, thank you so much. That's a good one.
I test drove it for a bit first.
Because I have notions in all kinds of different places, and then, you know, this will be good if I need to throw something in a bag. I've got my big one.
I've got my cat alarms in there.
Do you remember where we got those? It was way back. If you ever need
Cat alarms, contact me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anything that jingles, the jingle bell.
I put it on the alarm. I put it on the knitting when I leave it, and then if it jingles, I think I got them from Etsy, but it's a girl I know, so she.
Okay.
Yeah, like I saw her at a show, and yeah, she said, "Go on Etsy, pick whatever you want," and there's. Yeah.
That's all I have today here at Knitcamp. Look at that. We're almost at an hour. We can fill time.
Yep, blah, blah, blah.
We may go to a yarn shop this afternoon. I don't know
After
for
we drop
sure.
me off.
Probably.
I'm bummed, but I have to go home and prep my dog for surgery tomorrow.
Yeah, he needs
adjusting.
adolescent hormone fixing surgery.
Yeah.
We are going to Woolstock.
Yes.
Marianne is coming down for another visit. She's come for the last couple years to Woolstock. And my friend Shirley is coming with her, which will be really exciting.
There, sorry.
I don't have big plans. There's nothing I need. Although Marianne and I have been talking about maybe knitting skirts. She will probably do that before I do. I could say, wait for me and we'll do it together. First of all, my skirt's gonna be bigger, it's gonna take longer, and I knit slower because I knit so many things. So she'll be done ahead of me anyway. I'm not gonna hold her back.
Right.
She can knit a skirt. But yeah, we had this idea, like she wanted to knit a skirt.
Elves that help her under the table knit faster.
Well, she wanted to knit a skirt. I've always wanted to knit a skirt.
I would knit a skirt.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a big long tube, giant tube.
I used to knit them for my daughter, and she loved them. So what I used to do was I would do a provisional cast on, and I would knit about that much, and then I would purl a row, and then I'd knit. So when I folded it and ripped out the provisional cast on, knit two together for the next round, there would be a space to put elastic. So that was kind of nice. And then depending on, what age she was at, usually it was pretty straight. There was a couple where it was kind of, but yeah,
That would be good.
I knit them constantly.
Yeah, because you could put that wide elastic. Because I think if you just did ribbing, it wouldn't, like it would stretch out.
It would not make me feel comfortable enough
It would
to wear.
stretch out, but it would stretch out and not be as
I would be scared I'd lose
elastic
it.
as actual elastic.
It
Yeah.
still
You want
doesn't
your
matter.
skirt
I'd be
coming
scared
down.
and lose.
Well, then you'd have a funny video to add to my funny paddleboarding video. Luckily, nobody was
Life goals.
They weren't filming it, which was good.
No. We were being supportive and trying to help her.
Look at these. Our friend Adrian traveled to Australia and New Zealand, and she got us these PowerShell necklaces, which are so pretty. Thank you, Adrian, for
Thanks,
wearing my
Aid.
necklaces.
Yeah, so but
That's it
for today.
Yeah, I think we should wrap up here. Enjoy
Pack
some
up,
enjoy
go
some
outside.
time. Are you going to go for a paddleboard or a swim or anything before we leave?
I don't know.
Don't know.
No. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is.
It's probably
It's like
11:30. Okay, thanks for joining us again. Remember to comment below using the word fall, the weather kind, nothing tragedy.
Hey,
And
it's still fall.
and yeah, we'll see you again soon, hopefully. Yeah, it was good to spend time together and see each other in
Right?
person.
Yeah, see each other in person.
So have fun. Make time to make something.
Happy knitting.
All right. See you
Take
soon.
care. See you soon.